crying. Billie Jean, not my love. No, but think about it. It doesn't make sense now. Because why are you not saying anything? Are we fighting? What's happening? You name it, okay? Biscuit, chocolate, crisp, croissant, bread, cake. I would eat anything. It's my birthday. I'm 20. I can't believe I'm 20 years old. 20 lessons. Wow. You know when you're young and you're like, I can't wait till I'm older that I can do this. Can't wait. I'm waiting. No. Let's be coming down. Let's take it easy, guys. I was just joking. I was just playing this YouTube. Blood, sweat and tears. Sweat and tears. I cried because half of this clip is missing, and now I'm re-recording it to make sure this comes out of my birthday. Cue the intro. Let's get into it. Number 1, be unapologetically funny. Be unapologizingly apologize. Don't apologize to anyone for the jokes you drop, unless obviously they're just naturally rude and insensitive and crude. Those are not the jokes I'm talking about. When you have that joke at the tip of your tongue, say it. That joke is probably banging. It's at the perfect time, at the perfect moment. Don't turn into the person. They have to be mysterious everywhere they go. They don't want to say anything. They've read all the laws of power. That person is the most hated person in the group or in the situation. Because why are you not saying anything? Are we fighting? What's happening? What did we say wrong? Are you okay? Like, are you good? You don't say anything. You don't drop jokes. You don't smile. Everything just hard. Who's fighting you? How are you doing? I'm fine. I'm fine. No, 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 no. I find that so boring. I'm so sorry. Give us a little something, please. If you don't embarrass yourself, somebody else is gonna do it for you. If you do not embarrass yourself, somebody else is waiting for the day you fumble, and the day you fumble is the day that they will broadcast, megaphone that failure, whatever it was, a video you have or a picture of you or something you did, something you said, amplify that fumble so that we can feel it and we can say, yes, this person that thinks they're all perfect, they're all that. Nah. Today's the day we're going to show you you're not perfect. That's more painful than if you do it for yourself. Embarrass yourself doing silly stuff. I say silly stuff. Even in my interview to get to this university, I said something funny. That's probably what even got me here in the first place. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised what sets you apart. Being basic will never get you noticed in this life. Unapologetic of the person you are will get you chosen. If you're trying to please everyone, if you're trying to be that mysterious person, you don't want to disclose anything about yourself, you don't want to say anything that's going to get you cancelled or disliked by people, you've already lost. But good luck. To number 2, fitness is a depression repellent. Fitness, when you take the time to work out, run, to dance, to swim, whatever the fitness is, exercise. Now, I'm not perfect, and I just want to clear that I am not perfect. There are days when I don't go to the gym. I've had my moments, eat junk food, you name it, okay? Biscuit, chocolate, crisp, croissant, bread, cake, rice, bread, whatever. Eat. My hand is on it. It's in my mouth already. Packet, pwa. I would eat anything. That's how I am. We have those moments. We have our weaknesses. The level of brain fog and tiredness and fatigue and laziness, I would literally not be doing anything at all. You sat in bed or on a chair watching Netflix. I'm not in the gym. I'm not walking. I'm not taking fresh air. I'm not eating good food, no nutritious food. All I'm eating is junk food, and the brain fog sets in and you can't think straight. You're tired. You don't want to do anything to lead you en route to depression. And when you're on social media as well, add that on top, add the sad music on top, add the black hole. You will feel it, honey. You will feel it in your chest. Run away, run before it's too late. Moving on to number 3, sad music. Oh no, music is powerful. I learnt it myself. Music can affect the person you are today. Music can change the person you are. Believe it or not, if you like, listen to Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Carti, Trippie Redd, demonic music, sad music, depressing music, music that doesn't speak any goodness into your life other than boom, 500 racks back on. God forgive me. Doesn't speak anything good into your life, no blessings, no success. It doesn't even have to sing God. It should, ideally. Demon this, demon that, card, money, drugs, guns, sex. Where are we going? What's happening? What is this the life you want to live? Music will make you speak out whatever it is, the lyrics that the music. Speak out the lyrics, sir. When you start speaking out the lyrics, you start manifesting it. It starts showing up in your lives. The friends you have change. The friends you talk to, the people you talk to, the way you talk, the things you think about, what you choose to do in life, how you dress. Music is always going to play a factor into it because it requires you speaking out the lyrics. And I'm not saying it won't have the same impact if you don't speak it out. Your behavior is affected. Imagine crying over a breakup and you're listening to Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, crying, Billie Jean, not my love. No, but think about it. It doesn't make sense now. It doesn't make any sense. Billie Jean, not my love. But you're trying to cry. You're trying to feel the sadness. You're gonna pick sad music, aren't you? XXX Tentacion. Yeah, I don't know. It makes you really feel that pain inside. Music will alter. You release endorphins when you're happier, when you're exercising, when you... Come on now. You got this. Stop making the wrong decisions in life because it can change your trajectory, the trajectory of your life. It's up to you. I'm just giving you what I learned. So don't come at me. Think about it for yourself. Take notes. Number 4, your style speaks for you. Your style, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself in that dress, the way you act, the way you speak, everything comes into one and creates that picture or a perception of who you are to the world. You have to decide how you want to be seen by the world. And whether you like it or not, you are going to be judged by everyone and anyone. At first sight, people will look at you and already have that, oh, this person works at Waitrose or something, or this person is the president's daughter. I don't know. Don't listen to me. When I'm in my gym where people already know what's the deal. Am I going to the gym? I play sports? Really? Oh. And I'm saying this because I have lived the 2 different lives. I used to dress in streetwear. You got the change, you got the bag, you got the big shoes, you got the menswear clothing. I was streetwear. I was I enjoyed it. It was trendy. It was interesting. I got to experiment. I got to express myself the way I wanted. And I'm not saying that's bad. Before you guys come and disturb me in the comments, nothing is wrong with streetwear. The only thing is, don't come wearing streetwear and chains. You don't go to a job interview in your club outfit. It don't work like that. You have to dress a certain way. And for the people who want to say, oh, I don't care what people think about me. Okay, but you're wearing a suit and a pantsuit to work. You're dressing smart and correct, suited and booted, ready to go for your interview. Why? Because you care about what they think about you, your presentation. If you're not like that, then please carry on with your date. This video, why are you here? You shouldn't be here. Move on. Go and chill with the people who don't care about what they look like, and let me talk to sensible people, okay? Say you have an appointment to see a doctor, but then you're in the appointment and the doctor comes out looking like Ronald McDonald, looking like a clown, dressed up, red nose, big shoe and everything. Would you trust that doctor the same way? You question it. You'll be like, this is not the way I expect doctors to be dressed. I don't know if you can perform the same surgery on me. You know, all I'm saying is think about the way you want to be dressed. Because when I change from the streetwear and the man's clothing, my mom always says you act the way you dress. So the way I was acting when I was wearing streetwear is very different to the way I was acting in my late teens. My early teens was streetwear. I was young, I was enjoying myself. But then my late teens, I started getting attention from men, and my relationships changed, the dynamic of my relationships changed. The men I started to attract were much more different to whatever was going on over here. I was attracting streetwear guys, but I don't like streetwear guys, you know. I just wanted it to look put together, clean, fresh and sensible. That was my main objective. Clean, fresh, sensible. I don't care about the I changed my style way before it became a trend to dress it's not even minimalistic, it's to dress classic. I changed my style a while ago, but it's always been around. I dressed a certain way, life started changing, the way people talk to me changed, the things I got invited to changed, gifts, the things, everything I was getting, different level. As a teenager, think about your presentation. You're still young, enjoy yourself, enjoy, but just think about certain situations and how you want to be addressed, how you present yourself, how you display yourself to the world. Number 5. Number 5, soft life is enjoyment life. Soft life, living soft, being cute, being feminine, relaxing in your feminine nature is enjoyment. And I'm not saying you have to be soft and feminine every single hour and second of the day. Nah, because that's silly. No shade to the girls who are soft every single second of the day, but there are areas in life where you need to bring that down and bring up the masculine a little bit more so you can fight for yourself, so you can be driven in life. Lift those weights. When I go to the gym, I put on my masculine hat. Halfway, only halfway. I don't put it all the way, because in case I need help lifting the dumbbells when I'm done with my workout, you know, like, I always like to accept help, ask for help, be okay with being taken care of, be happy to be provided for. This is soft life. When you want to ask for help, you ask for help. You don't feel like, no, I should be able to do this by myself. I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm a girl boss. I can do this myself. This is me. I don't need no man. Hey. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. This is not the way we were designed, but that's another story for another day. I'm not here to start debates. I'm just here to tell you what I learned. Soft life is enjoyment. When I tell you, when I started understanding the essence of living a life of feminine embrace, embracing everything to do with being a woman, embracing other women, my mother, my sister, embracing, hey, let him pay for the day. Don't bring out your wallet. What are you doing? Let him be a man. Let him take care of you. Let him buy you this. Let him get you this. Let him help you with this. Let him give you advice. It's okay to learn and listen. If you don't want to listen, sometimes you have to. Let's just say I've enjoyed the way I've enjoyed, and my life changed for the better. Y'all be safe though. Y'all be safe. I don't know about y'all. You want to be strong, independent? Y'all be safe. Next, social media will shape the person you become in the future based on what you choose to see, what you choose to entertain. Now, let me just quickly explain it like this. I was in my early teens doing all the trendy stuff. I loved what was going on. You know, I just come fresh from Nigeria. I turned 13. I got to explore with clothes. I was buying the cheap boohoo clothes, PLT, loving the trends, neon trend. You guys know the trends I'm talking about. You got the cycling shorts trend, oversized tee trend, the bum bag trend, that shoe, that big block. Feel a disruptors trend. If you didn't have one, then you are missing out type thing. That's what I call a trend. That was a pivotal trend. Like, we went into chunky shoes. I had to make sure I got myself one of those pair of shoes, otherwise, I mean, there was no otherwise, because I'm a Nigerian. Where am I going? What's happening? I was sticking to the trends. Streetwear was what streetwear was. If you were there, you were there. If you weren't there, then you missed it. Okay, moving on to my late teens was when my life changed, guys. After lockdown, I was doing soul searching in lockdown, and when I came out a different person. Chose not to live for the trend. I chose not to live the way social media wanted me to live, because that was the hard life. Dressing like a guy, I was acting like a guy. I was listening to only male music, male artists, Migos, Travis Scott, Young Thug, Gunna, anyone you can name, any rapper, I was there. It's still implanted in my brain. That's how bad it was. Female artists, something about it. Guys, that's the definition of a pick-me girl right there. If you ask me what the definition of a pick-me girl is, it was that. And that is who I was. And it's okay, because I can learn from it. I was trying to show the world that, oh my gosh, guys, I can never wear dresses with my streetwear, my trendy poses on Instagram. If you see my Instagram, the evolution, I've changed, like it's literally a 180. Restart, reload it. I was like, I never wear dresses, I don't listen to any female artists, I don't even like Pink, ah la la la, ah la la la. Flip it around, this is a completely different person. I turned into simple clothes that weren't trending. I was labeled the worst dressed in my friendship group. They said I dressed like a grandma. It's okay, I'm okay with that, because you know what, the benefits that was reaping from my life, yeah, I can't even begin to start listing it out. But I tell you now, my life changed. For being able to lift myself and elevate myself to a different mindset, social media, the content that my social media was giving back to me changed. The LaQuisha, Taquisha, Shaniqua, TMZ drama, Blueface do not serve me in any way. They don't develop my mind, they don't develop my spirit, they don't develop my personality, they don't even make me laugh. What favor would I do to myself if I entertain all that nonsense out there? Was I isolated myself from the world, I isolated myself from what was trending, and I asked myself, what do I want? Who do I want to be in the future? As a teenager, you have the opportunity to explore, experiment, try out different things. Do you like streetwear? You notice that you start to see more content that your algorithm does its thing. Okay, I studied the algorithm enough to know that whatever you give it is what it's gonna give back to you tenfold. Like literally, they will blast you with more of that content. Try it out yourself. Whatever you're entertaining is going to affect the way you think, and when it affects the way you think, you affect the way you act in the real world. When it affects the way you act, it affects what you attract. When it affects what you attract, it affects your lifestyle, the way you see the world, your perception. It affects the way you live. Think about it, because normal never changed the world. Number six, more friends equals more drama. Now I know, girl, this gonna ruffle up some feathers, but it's okay. And if you have more friends, wow. Now, I'm not the type to keep lots of close friends. I've never really been, but I've been the type to have a lots of, you know, superficial friends. Like, hey girl, how you doing? Hey girl, I ain't seen you in ages. Hey girl, I'm okay. I'm an extrovert like that. Okay, I'm happy to converse, happy to talk to people, happy to meet new people. I love it. But don't come in my personal space. If I want to tell you what's happened with my relationship, you gotta be like this. I've been in boarding school for my entire teen life, my entire adolescence, and you can't go anywhere, and you're kind of forced to be in those relationships. It becomes different because now like you enter a group and it's a friendship group, and I don't really be doing groups. I'm an equal. Okay, I fly high low. I was in a group and drama was just coming. It's always something new. Someone said this, someone did that to her, someone did this, someone Everybody has something to say about someone behind someone's back, or someone backbiting this, someone gossiping this, someone's man this, someone It is stressful, and I don't like stress. If there's one thing you need to know about me, I don't like stress. I don't like stress. So if one thing I learned, the more friends you got, it's inevitable. You will have more drama. So as of my late teens, when I got into uni, I had lots of friends, but I didn't have friends. And I'm okay with that. I have work to do. I have YouTube to create.
Mic'd up today, and this is my first time.
Because the thing about close friends is they be expecting more from you. They expect you to pull up to their birthdays, to their dinners, to their parties, to reciprocate everything, to go everywhere with them. And will you come with me? Hey, will you do this with me? Well, no, let's fly to Jamaica. I'm only one human being, and I'm not good at that stuff. I'm not good at that. I'm good at conversations, deep conversations. We can go there, honey, we can go there. But I cannot do the bestie thing. I can't do the let's fly to Jamaica. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know, but that's just the way I am. Alright, moving on. Oh, also about friends. As of now, if you can kind of stick to, if you're a Christian, Ideally, you want to be looking for more Christian friends who are going to bring you to God and not bring you to the world, because when you are trying to avoid certain sins like drinking, smoking, sex, anything like that, it becomes difficult when you have close friends who are influencing you, whether subconsciously or consciously, compared to a friend who's like, nah, what you doing? Like, girl, let's go to church. Let's go do Bible study. Let's go and praise God. It's different. It feels different. It feels peaceful. Like, you don't feel any guilt. You don't feel any remorse, you know. Try it out. Try it out. Okay, moving on. On the second note, God is your friend, not the police. God is your friend, not the police. A lot of us teenagers, a lot of us young people, we get convicted a lot. We get shamed a lot for the amount of sin and the amount of pressure we get and the amount of influence we fall for. It's normal. The young people are always going to be targeted because we're still developing. Our mind is still developing. We don't have the reasoning skills to make the decision for ourselves whether or not this is a sensible decision. Is this a sensible decision? Should I do this with someone? Should I smoke? Should I drink? Should I should I watch this? Should I We don't have the capabilities. We don't have the capabilities to think this through for us. It comes with so much like, if you do this, hell. 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 God will not arrest you. He's looking out for you. If you truly get to know God on a friendship level rather than our Father who art in our Father who art in heaven level, establish that rapport with the Lord there. Speak to the Lord with your heart. Let him know that you are truly sorry. Let him know that you are trying. Let him know that you care about him. Let him know that you want to make things right. Be a friend. Talk to him on a casual level. He knows if you're being genuine. So don't stress too much about, oh my gosh, like, I don't know how to pray properly. I don't know how to like talk to God. Like, I don't want to talk to God. Like, he's gonna think I've sinned too much. Like, scared up, panicking. Don't stress. He knows. Read the Bible. It's all there. Don't worry about it, okay? We are all going through the same struggle. No one's better than anyone, period. Moving on. It's not everyone you smile with. It's not everyone you go smiling with. When you are the cute, naive, innocent girl just smiling with everyone they walk across and like just, you know, it sends the signal that you are very happy to say yes to people's requests. You're okay, whatever is being thrown at you. It probably shows that you have trouble saying no. This is not everyone. This is not every situation. But when you smile at every guy, when you smile at a man, you know how these men are. You're cute, you're young, you're beautiful. It's inevitable. You're gonna get attention. It gives him that signal that, okay, yes, she's interested in me. It's a goal. The mission's a goal. Let me go approach her. And then you're stuck in this situation now where he's talking to you. You don't want to talk to him. He's talking to you, asking you like, let me get your number. I want to see you. You're beautiful. My darling. I cannot tell you how many times it took me a while to learn that, okay, because I was in boarding school, I didn't really have that social competence when dealing with men. But when I came out into the world, the game changed. The game changed. I didn't know it was gonna be this brutal out here. Like, I didn't know everyone's crumbling. I came to the conclusion that I can't smile with you. I can't even look at you. I can't even so much as look at you. I can't even look at your shoe. I can't look at your plane of sight. I'm like this. I can't do it, because if I do it, it's all the more reason for him to charge at me. If you start smiling with everyone and like, obviously smile. I'm not saying don't smile and be rude, but be wise about the way the game works. I had to learn my lesson. Sometimes you don't even have to smile, you just have to exist and you'll still get attention. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm so sorry, there's nothing you can do about that. But a lot of girls lack the self-confidence. What's the word? They lack the ability to be stern with people and say no. They can't say no, and that's what leads us into this burrow, this hole of, oh, you enter a toxic relationship or you can't say no to someone because you want to be this ride or die nice girl. I will take anything, I can do anything. You know, I'm here for you. I want you to know that's us. And then it's like, I'm so tired of seeing women being taken advantage of. You're smiling, you want to be the nice girl. Don't be the nice girl. Don't be nice. Don't be smiling with everyone. If you want to bone fit, be serious. It will protect you. I'm telling you, because it's not every time you're gonna have dad and big brother protecting. Because when God said love your neighbors, he didn't say entertain your neighbors. You don't gotta entertain every single person that's coming to you, every single guy, because when you entertain these people, you're gonna end up giving up. You're gonna end up a bit too forceful, pushing people away. Say, I'm not doing it, leave me alone. I said no. And you don't want that. You wanna cut it off before it starts growing. You want to break the seed up before it gets planted. You know what I mean? The grass is greener where you water it. I'm sure you've heard this before, but looking at your neighbor's grass isn't gonna make yours greener, and there's no way you're gonna go on their grass and claim it as yours. So what you gotta do, watch your neighbor, watch how they make the grass green, watch how they're watering their grass, take notes, be inspired, compliment the grass, let them know that I love your grass, like what you doing, like, you know, what's the trick, what's the thing. They might not share it, but keep an eye. I'm not saying be a copycat, but instead of envying people's lifestyles and people's ways of doing things, take notes and apply it to your grass. Your grass may not look the same as their grass. It may not be as long, it may not be as thick, it may not be the same hue of green, but it might just be that your soil is from a different origin. You might have soil from a different country to them. My point is, don't worry too much about everything around you. Worry on what you have at hand, the seeds you need to grow in front of you. Work on cultivating that grass. Nothing is new in this world, okay? Like, don't try and reinvent the wheel. Just learn. Moving on. We can all make lemonade somehow. We can all make lemonade somehow. I'm gonna put it in the lemonade terms, okay? Different number of lemonades number of lemons they can get based on their demographics, how they grew up, upbringing, grew up in a richer family versus a poorer family, grew up in America versus Nigeria. It really depends, but there is no excuse for you not to go out there and find your own lemon. There are lemons everywhere in this world. Everybody has a special lemon or bunch of lemons, but it's left for you. Are you going to sit down like the rest of the people who chose not to look for lemons, or are you going to go out of your way despite your restrictions, despite your barriers, and look for those lemons? There are so many stories of people who went out there to find their lemons and they're making masses of lemonade today. Drinking plain water isn't fun. Lemonade is always nicer. If you can do hair, if you figure out you can do hair, oh my god, go and start a hair business. Start styling hair, okay? If you can sing, if you can dance, make videos. Go out there, teach people. If you are smart at a certain subject area, chemistry, maths, English, go and teach people. Share people what you learned. Share with people what you learned. If you're like me and you love the gym, teach people how to get to the same stage that you did. Teach them lessons you've learned. Teach them what make a lemonade. If you like eating, you love eating, and that's the only thing you find yourself doing, make review, go online, share with people what you're eating, what you think about it, put it together, do something with it. Don't just be someone wasting time. Give yourself something that takes your time and wakes you up in the morning and says, yes, I'm going to do this. I have a goal to work towards. I mean, not everyone has the potential, but for me, that's the lesson I learned. Read well to speak well. Read well to speak well. Now, this also applies to what you watch, but in terms of your cognition, reading well is always going to enhance the way you speak. Because we live in a world where reading is not very popular. We don't have time. We have our phones, we've got Twitter. Anytime you've got spare time, nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for reading. One thing that I had to get into my head is that there's no way to speak better. The best speakers, the most articulate speakers, the most elaborate, the most fluent speakers in the world are the people who read the most and read the best. If you can read the best, anything, textbooks, novels, news articles, journals, research papers, read as much as you can and you will always pick something up. I would read more complex, elaborate books and find that I had to search up on Google's new words and learn the word and realize what they meant, so when I go out into the world I would always have a knowledge of what that word meant, and it won't be like this is a completely different language, okay? And a lot of people have the same issue, is that when you are stuck in a certain environment, you can no longer apply and practice and converse with people in a way that you are able to utilize the language and the vocabulary that you've learned. It's very easy to backslide and go back into your old ways, and all that elaborate English just flies out the window, and you've even forgotten definitions, and you no longer have the time and the opportunity to strengthen that vocabulary, that grammar, the integrity of how much you can use those words. For example, when I'm with family, when I'm at home, everything is funnier. If you're a Nigerian, everything is funnier in pidgin, in a Nigerian accent. Just throwing them out there. It's always funny. The longer I stay at home, the longer I stay in an environment, I no longer have the ability to practice, and we can bounce back each other and we can learn from each other. You start to dim out, you start to dull a little bit. And this includes the Netflix shows you watch, the social media, the text you read online. It all includes the same thing, because you're no longer using that part of your brain that is learning. Compared to when I go to the workplace, when I go to university, and all of a sudden you're faced with more intellectual people, more competent people who have that advanced level of conversation skills. You are now forced to use your brain. You are now forced to speak a certain way, to articulate your words a certain way, that you have to prove to them that you are competent, that you are professional enough to understand and to interpret the situation, interpret the conversation. Yeah, but there's a time and a place. You don't have to be professional, but the point is, when you spend so much time in a less professional manner, you will lose that edge, that professional edge when you get into the workplace. Next, having everything is boring. I've learned, like, once I started getting money in Amazon, once the paychecks started rolling in, I was getting money. I was no longer relying heavily on my allowance from my dad. Don't get me wrong, like, it was always nice, but that paycheck was paychecking, right? That paycheck. I started buying everything on my wish list. I bought the bag, I bought the boots, I bought the expensive, I bought everything I dreamed of getting that cost a substantial amount of money. And when I did get those things, the spark died. I mean, the spark didn't necessarily die. I was happy I had those things, but I never had that zeal anymore. I never had the passion for those things. It was just like, oh well, now I have it, like, cool, what do I do now? It's limbo, looking for something else to buy. What else can convince you to buy something when you have everything? Compared to when you don't have something, like the money, you don't have certain pieces of clothing, you start thinking different. You start thinking outside the box. What can I do to get this phase, that journey? You get to start thinking, you start to reason things. How can I make more money? How can I put this together? How can I substitute this for this if I don't have this? How can I replace this with something I don't have and I don't have to buy it? When you actually don't have anything, say you're out in the wilderness and you're trying to put things together, you're trying to create something, appreciate the times when you don't have everything, because that's when you get to really embrace your brain and your ability to create solutions for yourself in tough times. That is more fun. Moving on, you can't force people onto your lane. You cannot. As much as you love and you're very overzealous about everything you're doing, your opinions, your passions, how you want to speak, how you want to think, the things you want to do for fun, you can't force people. I've learned my lesson. As much as you want to get people onto your race, onto your journey, onto the same path as you, stay in your lane, sweetie. Stay in your lane. Even if it's a friend, you're embarking on a new journey in life, you're maturing, and that friend isn't on the same pace as you, they're not on the same level as you, the same wavelength. It can be a bit frustrating if you want them to come with you, but they don't have the same zeal as you do. They don't have the same passion as you do to go on that. They're not interested in that. It's a bit heartbreaking sometimes, but you always have to remember, everyone's on their own journey. Stay in your lane, keep it sweet, and even if they do want to embark on the journey, don't feel like you have to carry them every step along the way. You have to give them step-by-step guides and be their coach and teach them everything to do and keep updating them on things. Everybody must spoon feed themselves, period. Unless they're paying you, I guess you could dedicate time to that, but there's no time to treat everyone. That's my opinion. You can only show them results of where you've gone and what you've done. Maybe that could influence them, and if it doesn't, keep it stepping, moving on. Your phone is not going anywhere. Your phone is not going anywhere. You won't die. Enjoy the experience. Record your concert video, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and continue enjoying the concert. If you're in a family meeting, if you're with your family, if you're out in the country, you've gone out to a different city, it's not everything you must record. You don't have to be scrolling on Instagram trying to make sure you're posting the right things and you're texting everyone. Get into the heated argument on Twitter, on the threads. Girl, you don't have to make the unnecessary phone calls at the worst moment. You don't have to be on TMZ every time, on the shade room, trying to keep up to date with everyone and the people you don't even know. You don't have any business with. You want to be in their business all the time. You run TikTok, you go on Instagram, you go on Twitter, you go on YouTube, you go on Snapchat. You want to be in everyone's business. Your phone is not going anywhere. your experiences. Being a youth is your most exciting time to be alive. The last thing you want to do is spend your entire youth on your phone scrolling, and then you get old and your children, your grandchildren are asking you, what did you do? Like, tell us about stories and the experiences you had and fun times, and you can't recall any of them. Why? Because you were on your phone, you were distracted, you were too busy scrolling on what's not important, trying to keep up to date with the flashy things and the celebrity drama and the tea. Trust me, it's much more valuable for you to stay off your phone in moments that are meant to be treasured, moments you can take away with you when you die. Just remember, find a way to influence, find a way to influence someone. It might be the most mundane, most normal thing in the world. Introducing them to a new ice cream flavor. It might be introducing them to a new music artist, a new sport to play, TV show to watch. It might be anything. But if you have the capacity to influence anyone around you in this world, you will never be forgotten. Whether it's your enemy, your friend, your family, a stranger, they will never forget you, because anytime they encounter that cue, that trigger, they are forced, whether they like it or not, they can't really control what their brain is doing, they are forced to think about you. You might even pop up in their dream. But one thing I can say is that the more people you influence, if you can influence them, I promise you now, your funeral will be packed. Your funeral is gonna be busy. Everybody's coming. They have something to say about it. They've taken something away from you, something that they can treasure for the rest of their lives, whether they want to or not. If you find a way to influence, you created that bond with someone in some way, shape or form. Say I eat the bubblegum ice cream and I remember instantly the memory I had of someone, it messes with your brain. Be the person who gets into people's brain. Influence people. I've got 4 more to go. Never trade love for sex. Never trade love for sex. As a teenager, there's no reason why you should put yourself in a situation where you are trading, where you feel like if you do not give sex to a man, if you do not give sex to your boyfriend, he's not going to love you as much, he's not going to see you as worth being in a relationship with, because someone else is going to give him sex and then you guys won't be in a happy relationship and it's just not going to work, but you want to be with him because you love him so much and it's just, you don't want it to break up. Honey. So many of us are making the wrong decision with feeling like we have to have that transaction for it to work. Now, I'm not saying don't, whatever you do, don't have sex. Like, you're a teenager. Make mistakes, I guess, like do what you have to do to learn. My point is, never put yourself in a situation where you suddenly feel like you have to give something away to receive something back. Something as precious as sex, as your virginity, as your body, but for you to receive the full love that they want to give or that they perceive to give, right? Never. I don't even want to dig into this too much because this is a very touchy subject, but I can just say this now. As a young girl, as a teenager, you should never ever if you're with someone who is pressuring you, telling you if in order to get the full love from me you gotta give me the full sex, bye. I'm serious. Don't ever put yourself in that situation because you will pay and you will be in pain, and it's not worth the regret and the remorse and the bad memories. It's not worth it because it carries on with you forever, and we don't want that, especially us lover girls. You know how us lover girls be. We be prioritizing the man, we be prioritizing the relationship. We don't want that because heartbreak, and that's how girls be turning into city girls and whatnot. Moving on. It's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. My dad told me this not long ago and it stuck with me because it's true. People wear designer, they wear the expensive clothes, extravagant, flamboyant pieces of clothing, and it looks terrible on them. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even flatter the body. They haven't ironed it. It's crinkled, it's dirty, it's got old food spills on it. What are you doing? No one is going to care about how expensive your outfit is when you don't even wear it properly, when you don't present it appropriately. That's one thing I had to learn. It doesn't matter how expensive your clothes are. It really doesn't. It's literally one of the most unimportant things. Do you smell good? Is it well ironed? Is it clean? Is it fresh? Is it put together appropriately? Does it flatter your body the right way? Does it suit you for you? Does it present you in the way you want it to present you? It's up to you. That's what people perceive. That's one thing I had to learn. Keep it clean, keep it fresh, keep it ironed, and you'll be just fine. You want to wear ripped scathed, jeans distressed, everything scattered, everything, that's fine. I don't care how much it costs. It looks ugly on you, sorry. Moving on. Discipline is strength. Discipline is strength. It sounds boring, but it's the most powerful thing, one of the most powerful things you can learn in this world. If you cannot discipline yourself, if you can't wake up early in the morning to go to the gym, if you can't put yourself on that workout plan, if you can't stop yourself from eating that extra bag of crisps, from having another shot of vodka at the club, not having sex with that cute guy, if you can't control your urges at all, you have no stronghold over yourself, you have no barriers, you have no boundaries. It just shouts to people that you can do whatever you want, like I'm down for whatever. Like, that says a lot, and it's not good stuff. If you can't control yourself, you're sleeping with everyone, if you're eating everything, you've got no physical fortitude, no mental fortitude, no emotional fortitude, everything is just scattered. That's not good. Especially as a teenager, that can lead to worst cases, death, because you've made the wrong decisions, you want to follow everyone, you say yes to everything, you do everything. Discipline is strength, mental strength, physical strength, emotional strength. Learn to discipline yourself, you will go much further in life being able to abstain. Okay, moving on. The journey is better than the destination. Journey is better than the destination. That's just what it is. Chasing after quick things, quick money, quick fame, everything. Everyone's chasing after it. We're all in the same race, honey. But what are you doing? Stop making noise. Stop getting depressed about the fact that you haven't seen the destination. You haven't seen the thing that everyone is bragging about. My dear, don't look at that. Worry your own journey, Worry about your own journey. Remember who said it, but the same speed that money comes is the same speed that money can go. I think it's in the Bible. People want to make quick money, quick big money fast. If you're looking for quick big money fast, you've already lost. If you're looking for quick big money, half of the time people want to get to adventure, create content, hair, the food, they want to gaming, and they're just looking for the money. You're not going to last very long, because the day you don't see any money, nothing is going to push you further. Nothing. You give up, you're like, no money, no money, no money. Let me go where the money is. All of a sudden, stuck in the competition, and you're not even good. You're not good, you don't have the competence, you don't have the drive, you don't have the passion. What do you do then? Start switching on your brain, guys. Aside from that, that's everything. I know it's long, but you care. Thank you. If you've made it thus far in this video, I appreciate you. I love you guys. If you like this video, go down there, smash the like button, subscribe for more of Angel. I will see you guys in my next video. Happy birthday. Bye.